Yo, what's up, guys? You're welcome to the part 5 of the cPanel for Beginners course. And in this part, we're going to be looking into the email section of the cPanel. We'll go ahead to discuss how to create email addresses, configure some certain settings from the email section of the cPanel. So without wasting much time, let's get into it. On your cPanel, you're going to see the email section. Here you can see we have a lot of options right here to look into. Many options right here is not really necessary to do using the cPanel, because most of the things, for example, the autoresponders, the forwarders, the contact and calendars and other stuff, it's not really too important to do them from here in the cPanel, because most of the times you need to do the email marketing stuffs using some email campaign softwares like MailChimp and the rest of them all. But the most important option right here is the email account, which will enable us to create our email and get some configuration settings from there. So right away, let's go into the email account and let me show you how to create an email account from your cPanel. So right here, I have created some bunch of email accounts, so just ignore that. If your cPanel is a new cPanel, you are just going to have the system email right here. Now, as you can see right here, I have infinity available emails to create, and I've already created 20 already. So I can create as many as possible. It's actually unlimited, but this might not be unlimited for you depending on the hosting plan you bought. So the number of emails that you can create from here depends on the hosting package that you bought. Okay, so if you bought a hosting package that allows you to create only 5 email accounts, obviously you have 5 available email accounts here to create. So have that in mind when next you are buying a hosting account. You can check out their email quotation. Okay, so right now, for me to create another email account, I'll just hit the create button right here. So right here, I have some bunch of options to look into. You can see the domain right here. So if you have more than one domain on your cPanel, you just click here to select the domain. So right here, I have a lot of subdomains. Okay, so if you have a lot of add-on domains or subdomains as well, you can actually select anyone right here, but I'm just going to select the main domain over there. And right here, you are going to add the username, the info at whatever, the contact at whatever, the support at whatever, no reply at whatever. You get the point, right? So this is where you get to impute that. Okay, let's say I want to do Ernest Chooks, okay, at iwebtech.com.ng. I have no idea if I've created that before in this cPanel, but let's just try and see how it goes. Okay, so let's see. I want to create Ernest Chooks at iwebtech.com.ng. Let's say you have a staff whose name is Ernest Chooks. Okay, so here you can just set up a password for that. Okay, let me just set up a password, and you make sure the password passes the password strength test and all that stuff. So here you have some optional settings. So if you click on it, you have the storage space allocated for this particular email account. If you want to make it unlimited, you can go ahead and select unlimited right here. So the rest of the options does not really matter. You can leave it at the default settings, and you can go ahead and hit the create. Okay, I think I already have it. So let's just add something to it. Let's say Ernest Chooks Tech, and I'll go ahead and click the create once more, and yes, it has been created. No, I'm not gonna save these. You can see success right here. Okay, so just ignore the first error. So you have it successful right there. So let me just locate it. So this is it right here, Ernest Chooks Tech at the domain name. Okay, and in the same row right here, you can see we have the storage space overview. So it's actually very empty right now. So let's go through the 3 options and see what we have. Okay, so if I click on the check email right there, you can see the webmail is loaded up already. So I'm just going to check this and click open. So right here we have the webmail active. Okay, so you can just test it out by writing an email to somebody, and I bet you it will work. Okay, so this is this. Let me just close it up and hit the manage option right there. You can see you can change the password right here. You can have an overview of the storage statistics, and you can as well change the storage quotation like I said before, and you can do some other settings right here. You can just look at that, and if you are happy, you can just hit update email account. So let me just hit go back. Now let's go to the last option right there, which is the connect devices. So if I click on the connect devices, I'm going to see some options right here for the email SMTP configuration settings. You can see that. So all this information, this right here is the username, obviously the email address, and we have the password not displayed. Obviously you know the password you used to create the email account, and we have the incoming server and the outgoing server. Okay, so right here, the incoming server, if you want to add this email address onto your Gmail app on your phone, this is the server you use. All right, yeah, you use the IMAP and other stuff and use the ports. And so this is the SMTP settings right here, the configuration. So if you want to, implement SMTP, maybe your website sends automated emails and all that stuff, and you want to connect to the SMTP settings right here, this is where you do it. Okay, this is the port 465 and this is the outgoing server, and this outgoing server most times is being referred to as the SMTP host. Okay, so just copy the mail.whatever.it.com. So some of the times the outgoing server is not mail.your-domain. Okay, sometimes it could be smtp.your-domain, or it could be another custom kind of domain. Okay, so whatever you see there, you can just copy it and connect it to your application. Okay, so looking through the next option that we just have to glance through is the email deliverability right here, where we are going to see the SPF setting and the DKIM as well. So let me just go to the original domain right here, which is the main domain, and click on manage. So most times if you buy a new cPanel account and a domain name as well, it would already been validated before you even do anything. Okay, so you just don't have any business here. But if you have any cause to alter these stuffs, or maybe you're using Cloudflare DNS and all that stuff, you can just add some records, some TXT records. So you can just come over here and you copy the records. So this is the name for the DKIM, this is the name, this is the value. Just copy it, or you can just hit on the button right here to copy it, but mine right here is valid already, and this is for the SPF as well. So the two are valid already, and the reverse DNS. So you have no reason to set this up if you just bought your domain name from a reputable place. Talking about that, at the end of the course, I'm going to leave a recommended place where I buy my hosting account. So if you're interested to do that, you can just go with the link in the description of the video. So I'm just going to click on the cPanel icon to go back to the home page. And right here we have other options, for example, the forwarders, the disk space. So let's just hit on the disk space, and we see some overview breakdown of the disk space right here. Okay, so this is basically the statistics of my disk space, and you can see the inbox, sends, mailbox, and whatever junk and rest of them. Okay, so I'll just click on the cPanel to go back, and the rest of them, for example, the default address, the calendar, contact, and all that stuff, track delivery, autoresponders, forwarders. If you will be using some email campaign softwares like the MailChimp, you won't be needing to do this from the cPanel. So guys, that will be the end of the email section of the cPanel for beginners course. In the next part of the course, we are going to be talking about the database management. So I will see you in the next part. Bye for now.